This is Eyewitness News with live breaking news.
Breaking tonight on Eyewitness News at 11. Chaos breaks out in Hollywood after a skateboarding festival gets out of control. I'm Jory Rand.
I'm Michelle Fisher. This is new video just into Eyewitness Newsroom. People jumping on vehicles and setting a car on fire. They also vandalized an LA Fire vehicle. About 1,500 skateboarders turning out for the Skate Jam event. LA police declared an unlawful assembly and officers moved in and cleared the scene. 3 people were booked for vandalism. No injuries were reported. Now to this developing story out of Morocco. People running for their lives after a powerful earthquake rocked the North African country. More than 2,000 people now dead, and those numbers are unfortunately expected to rise.
Here's what we know so far. Most of those killed happened in Marrakesh, the epicenter of the quake, and nearby areas. At least 2,000 people are injured as well, many of them critically.
Rescuers are turning their focus to the hard-hit remote areas, which are not easy to get to. Residents in Marrakesh just starting to assess the damage caused by the most powerful earthquake to hit Morocco in 120 years. The 6.8 magnitude quake sent people fleeing from homes and restaurants in terror late Friday. This camera capturing the moment the quake struck, people running for safety as dust and debris rains down from above.
There are fears of aftershocks.
One person suffered a minor injury when this man's house was destroyed by the quake. Thank God there were no other people there, he says. Their fate would have been death. It happened in Morocco's Atlas Mountains, the quake's epicenter about 45 miles south of Marrakesh. It could be felt more than 200 miles away in Casablanca. Many buildings in the area near the epicenter were severely damaged or destroyed, not designed to withstand earthquakes.
There was a lot of damage that happened to a lot of buildings. Some of them are mosques, some of them are houses. A lot of communities got hurt.
A vast search and rescue operation now underway. Rescuers digging through the rubble, searching for any survivors. Residents in this small village already burying the dead. A family of 6 killed by the earthquake, this man says. Condolences meantime pouring in from all around the world, including from the leaders at the G20 summit in India. Several countries have now offered to send in aid and rescue teams, though the Moroccan government has not yet formally asked for assistance, a step required before outside crews can be deployed. And according to local media, Morocco will observe 3 days of national mourning with flags at half-staff at all public facilities. And I was just in Morocco, Marrakesh, 2 weeks ago, so just devastating to see what they're dealing with and the damage there. And I don't know, I'm so sad for them today.
Just incredible pictures you posted. You wonder what of those backgrounds of the pictures you took are just no longer there.
No longer there, yeah. I've been in contact with the owner of the hotel where I stayed. She and her property are fine, but she did say that the Atlas Mountains especially, where the epicenter was, is just completely devastated and destroyed. So our thoughts and prayers with that nation for sure.
Indeed, and stay with Eyewitness News for continuing coverage of this deadly earthquake in Morocco. As we continue to see the quake's impact, we'll make sure to keep you updated on air on our ABC7 Los Angeles app and our website, abc7.com.
Now at 11, new dramatic video of Los Angeles police officers involved in a terrifying police chase. This all happened last month in Atwater Village when a man stole a city work truck. Officers capturing the wild chase on their dash cams and body-worn cameras. The suspect used the work truck to ram through police cars, nearly hitting officers. The chase finally came to a stop when the suspect stalled the wrecked truck that led to an hours-long standoff with the bloody suspect breaking the truck's windows. It all came to an end with the man climbing on the roof, then giving up. 3 officers were hurt in this wild chase, with one of them suffering serious injuries.
Wow. Police exchanged gunfire with a person in Hollywood overnight. This all started when officers were on patrol, and they were flagged down just before 2 a.m. about an altercation happening outside a nightclub on Hollywood and Ivar. As officers drove towards the scene, they say one person began firing at them from a white sedan. Officers fired back and then pursued. but the gunman was able to get away. It's unknown if that person or his car was struck by gunfire, but no officers or bystanders were injured.
Now at 11, Los Angeles police have increased patrols on the Metro trains this weekend. It comes after a deadly stabbing on the Metro train. Police say this man stabbed a 23-year-old victim in an unprovoked attack. They say it happened Thursday night at the Pershing Square station. Police officers will be patrolling Metro trains while they continue to look for this murder suspect. Metro is asking anyone with information to come forward. And an Irwindale bike shop might be forced to go out of business after burglars stole $40,000 worth of inventory.
The family who owns the shop now desperately trying to save their business. Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell has more on their efforts and the break-in itself.
Thieves caught on surveillance footage stealing bicycles from a shop in Irwindale. Another camera shows the suspects, their faces covered with masks, pulling bikes from racks. The break-in happening around 1 in the morning on Monday.
People came here, they broke the rear door and came in and took 17 bikes. They only choose the bike a high quality and like 1,800 and more.
Norma Colindres and her husband have owned Irwindale Cycles for nearly 25 years. This is not the first time the popular family business has been robbed.
One time happened while I was here, and it feels really bad. You know, I feel bad for the owners because they really stress out about this.
Digamos otra marca, pero es lo mismo.
Some of that stress caused by worries about paying business expenses.
Right now, to pay next month, of course we're going to have a little problems because some of the stock we need to replace, but we don't have too much money to replace all the stock, of course.
When customers and community members heard that Norma and her husband Walter were thinking about closing the cycle shop, they immediately offered support. Friends opening a GoFundMe account to raise money.
Oh my God, I was really in shock and surprised. You know, so many love, so many help, because you know, we're here for so many years, so we know so many people. For me, I can't say enough thanks. Even if it's 25 cents, for me, it's life.
The suspects escaped with about $40,000 worth of merchandise. In Irwindale, Amy Powell, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Amy, thank you. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis offering apologies today for a letter they wrote on behalf of now convicted rapist actor Danny Masterson before he was sentenced. But tonight, one of the women Masterson raped is blasting their apology. The Hollywood power couple say the character letter they wrote about Masterson was intended for only the judge to read and was not meant to undermine the testimony of the victims. On Thursday, the star of that 70s show was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
One of Masterson's victims, identified as Jane Doe 1, told Eyewitness News, quote, "This video was incredibly, insanely insulting, hurtful. My hope is that they learn radical accountability and the importance of self-education to learn when to keep their privilege in check."
A somber weekend as the nation reflects on the September 11th attacks, Monday marking 22 years since that dark day in our U.S. history.
9/11 memorial events are happening across our country, including in Azusa. That's where Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter joins us live tonight. Leanne?
Jory and Michelle, certainly a patriotic sight. Hundreds of flags here lined up in honor of the lives lost and in tribute of those who have served. A sea of red, white, and blue, all in honor of the lives lost on 9/11 and the men and women who served to protect our communities and the country.
I didn't think it was going to be this many. I thought it was going to be maybe 20, maybe 30. But it turned out to be a lot more.
Area scout troops lining up more than 500 flags in front of Azusa City Hall for the 8th annual Field of Glory, commemorating the nearly 3,000 people killed in the attacks on the World Trade Center, Pentagon, and on Flight 93.
There's a lot of emotions going on when I see all these flags out here. You know, in one aspect, they're in commemoration of our fallen heroes, and in remembering, you know, the people that have come before us to build our great nation and the foundation on what our freedom is about.
Brandon Tsai, who disarmed the gunman in the Monterey Park massacre before he could open fire on a second dance hall, also honored for his heroism, risking his own life to save others, just like so many of the first responders who rushed toward the towers on 9/11. Tonight, an emotional service as they honor the lost and the living. 100-year-old Kenneth Anholt, one of several service members honored. The World War II veteran barely escaping the war alive.
While I was in Italy, in my bomber, we were out, 2 engines that shot out. The German fighters in the area. We called for help, and we got the Tuskegee Airmen, 1 on each wing taking us home.
The field of flags serving as a tribute and a moving reminder.
And the organizers, the Field of Glory, say they put on this event every year so that the events, I should say, and the lessons of that tragic day 22 years ago on Monday will never be forgotten. Live in Azusa, Lee Hyun-Suter, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Ian, thank you for that report tonight. Still ahead, more street takeovers across L.A.
How an innocent driver got involved in this, plus the big event this weekend across California that has law enforcement stepping up patrols.
And a sneak peek at some brand new attractions coming to the Disneyland Resort.
And an incredible win for Coco Gauff. The emotional moments when she wins her first Grand Slam title at the U.S. Open. When Eyewitness News at 11 continues.
And we've seen some spotty showers and some thunderstorms today. There's still a chance to see some more of that as we head into your Sunday. We'll let you know what to expect for the rest of your weekend. That's all coming up.
A car accident can shatter your world. But at Jacoby & Myers, we want to help you get back to where you were before. Jacoby & Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Right now.
Get exclusive offers on select new Volvo models. Contact your Volvo retailer to learn more.
The first ever Super Motocross World Championship will be decided at the LA Memorial Coliseum. Don't miss the final race of the Super Motocross World Championship, fueled by Monster Energy. Get tickets now at supermotocross.com. FanFest included with purchase.
The Chase Inc. Business Premier Card is made for people like Sam who make
everyday products designed smarter. Like a smart coffee grinder that orders fresh beans for you.
Oh, genius. For more breakthroughs like that,
I need a breakthrough card.
Like ours, with 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more.
Plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases.
And with greater spending potential, Sam can keep making smart ideas
a brilliant reality.
The Inc. Business Premier Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
I'm Michael. I lost 30 pounds within the first 30 days.
I lost 90 pounds in 6 months.
I'm Pam, and I lost 17 pounds the first month.
At West Medical, our patients lose up to 30 pounds in the first 30 days.
I lost over 200 pounds, and I'm loving life.
And it was covered by my PPO insurance.
My life's changed a lot.
It's an incredible feeling. Call 1-800-WEST-MED today.
I feel incredible because I called 1-800-WEST-MED and called.
Every day, our lives are filled with choices, both simple and life-changing. What's not a choice? Addiction to opioids like fentanyl. But even with opioid use disorder, you still have a choice. By choosing treatment, you choose family, your career, and your life on your terms. Choose Change, California. And find medically proven treatment options at choosechangeca.org.
Join ABC7 to celebrate Mexican culture and legacy with Danny Romero and Giovanna Lara live from East LA. The Mexican Independence Day Parade, tomorrow at 10 on ABC7. The spell is cast, and ABC7 wants to give you a chance to experience Halloween time at the Disneyland Resort. Watch Eyewitness News starting Monday at 6 for your chance to win 4 one-day, one-park tickets, only from ABC7.
Officers on high alert across the state this weekend for street takeovers. This chaotic scene played out at East LA overnight at the intersection of Downey Road and Olympic Boulevard. One innocent driver there you saw was struck trying to drive through it, and one person even brought that U-Haul pickup truck. And near the Arts District in downtown LA, one officer was hit in the head while trying to clear a street takeover. Police were trying to clear the crowd at the intersection of Anderson and 4th when a female officer was hit. She had to be taken to the hospital, though she's since been released. But across the state, CHP on high alert for takeover activities this weekend.
So what we're anticipating is something that they call the LA to the Bay, or Cali versus everyone, which is a sideshow event that takes place over the entire weekend, starting in Southern California, working its way up to Northern California, ultimately ending up in the Bay Area.
We're still waiting to see where this weekend's event is right now. Law enforcement agencies in San Joaquin and Sacramento counties are adding more officers on the road this weekend due to this issue. And next Tuesday, the LA County Board of Supervisors will consider calling on a host of agencies to host a community symposium on street takeovers.
A helicopter rescue operation in the Angeles National Forest for 2 injured hikers. Medics from the LA County Sheriff's Department went down to the ground and hoisted the hikers onto the chopper. It's not clear how they got injured. This happened in the Encanto Wilderness Park. That's off of Highway 39.
And now at 11, we're getting a sneak peek of some brand new attractions and events coming to the Disneyland Resort.
The big announcements were made this morning at Destination D23. A Disney California adventure, a new world jumping vehicle, is coming to Avengers Campus. It'll help transport superheroes into the multiverse.
And Star Tours getting a new addition next year. The fan favorite Star Wars based ride will soon feature Ahsoka from the new original series, Star Wars Ahsoka, streaming now on Disney+.
And next August, Disney will bring D23, the ultimate Disney fan event, to Anaheim. A kickoff celebration will be held at the Disneyland Resort, but there will also be fun activities at Angel Stadium, the Anaheim Convention Center, and the Honda Center that same week. Tickets for D23, the ultimate Disney fan event, will go on sale next spring. Disney, of course, is the parent company of ABC-7.
And of course, the calendar switches to September. We get all our pumpkin spice foods and drinks, and Halloween returns at the Disneyland Resort. ABC7 wants you to experience the Halloween-themed attractions there right now. For your chance to win a family 4-pack of one-day, one-park tickets, just watch Eyewitness News all next week at 6 a.m. and look for the secret code. Then register that code at abc7.com/promotions.
All right. Well, speaking of Disneyland, a lot of people probably want to, still visit as the weather's still nice out there. Let's get to Brianna Ruffalo for more on the forecast. Hey, Brianna.
Yeah, good evening. It's such a wonderful time of year there, too. And, of course, we're getting a little closer to the beginning of fall. Hasn't started feeling like it quite yet, but I think a little later this week we'll at least get some cooler temperatures, and maybe it'll start to feel a little more like it. It is 84 degrees right now in Van Nuys, 80 in Riverside, 80 degrees down into Temecula. It's humid, it's muggy, and as we get into tomorrow, that is going to continue on. But take a look at all this cloud coverage that we're seeing. We're going to see some pretty warm overnight temperatures tonight, so as you wake up, you step out tomorrow, it's going to be warm, it's going to be humid, and that's because all this cloud coverage is going to hang on to some of this heat from this afternoon. So tomorrow will be a little cooler daytime highs because of this cloud coverage, but it's still going to be very warm, and it's going to be feeling humid. It's 80 in Temecula right now, and about 82 degrees if you are at Disneyland, so still feeling warm, even in Malibu. Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD showing some spotty showers this afternoon and some thunderstorms. Not a whole lot happening, but we're seeing all these changes because of what was a hurricane off the coast of Mexico, Jova. It is now veering all the way out to the west, and so it's moving away from Mexico and not too close to us, but we're still seeing some impacts from it. And I'll put a Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD on pause for you so you can see not a whole lot happening. We have some spotty showers down into Oceanside. We've seen it for some of the mountain communities today, and that's been about it. We do have high surf advisory in place as well. That storm way out there is causing a pretty large swell here. So we've been seeing waves up to about 8-footers and some strong rip currents. That's through tomorrow night. Be safe if you're headed to the beach. Aside from that, we do still have some dangerous heat for the low desert. So down into the Palm Springs area, that's through tomorrow night. Because this ridge of high pressure, it's continuing to expand, and it's keeping those temperatures very warm. But the cloud coverage during the day tomorrow, that's going to put a little wrinkle in what would have been some much warmer temperatures. It's still going to be very warm. It's still going to be feeling muggy and uncomfortable out there tomorrow because of the humidity. 5 a.m. we wake up to widespread clouds. It's going to be cloudy through most of the day tomorrow. And then by about 11:30, get closer to lunchtime, still cloudy. You do see some spotty showers out there. We just don't see a whole lot on the models, but do know that we could see some spotty rain and some spotty thunderstorms out there as well as we get into tomorrow. It's just not showing up much on here. Doesn't mean we won't see it, though. And then as we head into Monday morning, we still see some clouds left over. Los Angeles and Orange County. By Monday, we do start to dry out. We'll still have some clouds. As we get into the rest of the week, those temperatures just continue to drop off until we reach the mid-70s on Thursday. We'll be back to below average temperatures. And we'll have an increasing marine layer, too, that will even bring some clouds to the valleys and the Inland Empire spots. So most mornings will be a cloudy start this week. And by Wednesday, for those inland spots, we get down to 86, and we'll be in those mid-80s pretty much into the weekend. For the beaches, mid-70s by your Monday, low 70s Tuesday, and then down to just some upper 60s on your Thursday. That marine layer is really going to increase as we get into about Tuesday, midweek. It's going to take us all the way into the weekend. Mountains, 30% chance of thunderstorm tomorrow. Drops to 10 Monday. Still barely in the forecast on Tuesday, but it is still there. And it looks like we might get some more dry conditions by the end of the week. Pretty chilly overnight lows return too. High desert, 93 degrees tomorrow. 30% chance of a thunderstorm. We drop down to some upper 80s finally by Wednesday. So midweek should start to feel a bit more comfortable out there. Jory, Michelle, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Brianna, thank you. We are counting down to the 77th annual East Los Angeles Mexican Independence Day Parade. Festive music, dancers, high steppers, charros, and so much more rolling down Cesar Chavez Avenue tomorrow. The parade's grand marshal is Mark Consuelos from Live with Kelly and Mark. If you can't be there in person, you can watch the parade right here on ABC7 or wherever you stream. Danny Romero and Giovanna Lara are your hosts, and we'll have closed captioning in English and Spanish. You can catch it tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Coming up next in sports, UCLA hits the road for San Diego, while USC, man, did they have their way with Stanford tonight.
And just miles from Broadway, the world of tennis crowns a new star.
When the facts matter, and the facts do matter, no one gives you more straightforward news than ABC7.
And that's why more people watch Eyewitness News.
Here 7, we got a fire break.
The most watched, the most trusted, the most available on any device.
And streaming local news 24/7.
Hundreds showed up in front of LA.
Wherever you want it, whenever you want it. No one covers Los Angeles better than Southern California's news leader, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
It may not seem like it, but this is actually progress in play. A Shell Energy 100% renewable electricity plant, lighting every soccer match at Shell Energy Stadium. We're moving forward with the Houston Dash, because we're moving forward with everybody. Shell, powering progress.
This is not the first all-electric car. That's because no BMW sees the road until it's reached the ultimate standard, our own. A standard that demands that every BMW drives and feels exactly like a BMW should. Unparalleled performance and precision handling made possible by electric engineering. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine? Hurry in to lease the 2024 BMW i4 eDrive 35 for $499 per month.
I had just gotten off work. All of a sudden, I was hit from behind. I immediately thought of Morgan & Morgan. All of the correspondence was done pretty much by email and text. I barely had to lift a finger. It's easier than you think.
People always ask me, Kevin, what does being a CEO of Cashbacking mean to you? The way that I see it, if you're buying it, flying it, or whining and dining it, then you gotta be cashbacking it. Come on now. Earn big with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back?
I suffer with psoriatic arthritis and psoriasis. I was on a journey for a really long time to find some relief. Cosentix works for me.
Cosentix helps real people get real relief from the symptoms of psoriatic arthritis or psoriasis. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen.
I move so much better because of Cosentix.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentix.
Eyewitness News, Southern California's news leader.
Time for your sports report. 103 times Stanford and USC have battled it out on the football field, but thanks to SC's decision to join the Big Ten, the rivalry appears to be on hold indefinitely. So tonight, the last of an historic rivalry, and the Little League World Series champs getting some love at the Coliseum tonight. Good stuff there. This game was over about 6 minutes in, already up 7-0 when Marshawn Lloyd waltzes into the end zone from 5 yards out. SC led 21-0 after the first quarter. Special teams also showing off tonight. Early second, watch Zachariah Branch just explode up the middle. 75 yards for another score. 28 points in just 16 minutes. But no one was better tonight than reigning Heisman champ Caleb Williams, who threw for another 300 yards and 3 touchdowns before halftime. That included this perfect 75-yard bomb to Brendan Rice. SC rolls up 49 points by the half. They called off the Dogs in the second, going on to win 56-10. UCLA on the road to face San Diego State, and freshman quarterback Dante Moore had himself a day. Midway through the first, Moore and Josiah Norwood connect on this 81-yard bomb, one of 2 touchdown passes Moore threw in the first half. UCLA also good on the ground, up 14-7 in the second. TJ Harden busts loose, 59 yards to the house. The Bruins led 28-10 at the half. Ahead to the third quarter, and Moore turns it over inside his own 2-yard line. But 3 plays later, Jalen Mayden's pass tipped into the midst of Darius Muasau. Bruins get the ball right back. They force 3 turnovers tonight to the defense, and a short time later, Moore puts it away, sidearms it to Carson Ryan. 7-yard touchdown. UCLA goes on to beat San Diego State 35-10. Both teams still unbeaten, USC. And Grand Slam champ right there. She's been doing this at this level since 15 years old. She finally broke through tonight, the first but not the last of her Grand Slam titles. And coming up a little later, we'll have more sports, including Kurt Sandoval reporting from Seattle, where the Rams open their season.
Yeah, her little speech, well, not little, but her speech was giving me like a little bit of chills there. Congratulations
she's awesome.
to her.
Star is born tonight, although she was already a star, but just great to see.
Well, we're learning more about the new iPhone 15 that will be unveiled next week.
Plus an update on recovery efforts in Hawaii from those devastating wildfires.
Spectrum TV customers, you have lost ABC-7, including ABC-7 Eyewitness News, Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, and more. Call 833-KEEP-MY-NETS to keep these networks.
My attorney was Larry Parker.
If you're the victim of an accident, you're entitled to fair and adequate compensation. I'm Larry Parker.
I made that commercial in 1986. Since then, we've helped more than 100,000 automobile and other accident victims recover over $2 billion in settlements. In fact, we're the #1 accident law firm in Southern California.
Larry, a lot has changed since '86, but one thing hasn't.
We'll fight for you.
Hablamos español.
This tiny payment thing is a giant pain.
Hi, ladies. Alex from U.S. Bank. Can she help? How about a comprehensive point-of-sale system
that can track inventory, manage schedules,
and customize orders? That's what U.S. Bank Business Essentials is for.
What about a new oven? Can U.S. Bank help us there?
We can serve loans in as fast as 12 minutes. That would be a big help.
Huge.
Jumbo. Ginormous.
Woo! Woo!
Finding ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. We'll get there together.
Talk to me, I'll speak to you. Can you listen to the sound?
Call Jill.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Santa Fe with America's best warranty.
Get 2.99% APR plus 500 bonus cash or up to $2,000 total savings on the Santa Fe. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the LA Rams.
The pain level was over 10. There's days where I just sat and cried and asked the good Lord to take me. And my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports. And I took about 3-4 steps, turned around and went and sat back down and started to cry. It was the first time that I had no pain. I'm not an actor. I want people to know my testimony. I want them to know what arch supports can do from Good Feet.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Dad, I'm pumped for Labor Day weekend. I got my grill all fired up.
So do I.
Looks like I'm gonna need a bigger grill.
It's Sit and Sleep's Labor Day sale with the lowest prices of the year. Save 50% off select mattresses from Sealy, Beauty Rest, and Kingsdown. Get interest-free financing for 36 months. Plus, save up to $700 on temporary adjustable sets and get up to a $300 gift with purchase free.
So this Labor Day, trust your sleep to Sit and Sleep.
Eyewitness News, Southern California's news leader.
The number of people missing following the devastating Maui wildfires has dropped to 66. It's been more than a month since the wildfires, and the death toll now stands at 115. Hawaii's governor says police will soon start escorting people to visit their properties. It comes as President Biden has increased disaster assistance for Hawaii. Meantime, the Hawaiian governor says travel restrictions will end next month and West Maui will reopen to visitors.
And so many people continue to support Maui right now. It was a packed house tonight for our David Ono's Defining Courage stage show.
The show happened tonight at El Camino College in Torrance. Grammy Award winners Tina Carrera and Daniel Ho also took part in the event. It also included an immersive show about the incredible Nisei soldiers from World War II. Money raised tonight will go to the Maui fire victims.
It's an incredible show if you're able to catch it. We have more news straight ahead,
including what you need to know about that new iPhone 15 ahead of Apple's big event next week.
And tomorrow we are celebrating the El Segundo Little League World Series champions. Their hometown will honor the All-Stars with the parade down Main Street at noon, and you can watch the parade live as it happens on our 24/7 streaming channel. Plus, we'll have full reports on the celebration, including interviews with players and coaches on Eyewitness News starting tomorrow at 4:30 p.m.
We are Eyewitness News, Southern California's news leader.
When you're hurt in an accident, results matter. At Sweet James, our attorneys have participated in over 500 trials with a 98% winning record. We don't just win, we win the most. There are plenty of personal injury firms, but we are one of the very few that deliver results like these. When your life has been impacted by an injury, there's only one firm to call, Sweet James.
Presenting a new force of nature. The all-electric 2023 Subaru Solterra. 0 emissions. Legendary Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive. The all-new Subaru Solterra. Love is now electric.
Lease a new 2023 Subaru Solterra for $399 per month for 36 months. Going on now.
I remember feeling so embarrassed about my teeth, I avoided social situations at all costs. Cunning Dental was the right choice for me because of their quality, experience, and they treated me like family.
Cunning Dental's state-of-the-art hybrid zirconia creates a more durable, brighter, and natural-looking smile in just one day.
Now I'm more confident. And with this smile, I'm looking forward to date night.
Call 844-4CUNNING to receive a free exam, CT scan, and x-rays. Cunning Dental, making smiles great since 1968.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people like Sam who make
everyday products designed smarter. Like a smart coffee grinder that orders fresh beans for you.
Oh, genius. For more breakthroughs like that,
I need a breakthrough card.
Like ours, with 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more.
Plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases.
And with greater spending potential, Sam can keep making smart ideas
a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Imagine the best place you've never been. No, never been. Is it easy to see? Hard to get to? And what's it gonna take to make it really real? How much work, effort, persistence, how much resilience? Will it all be worth it?
News, Southern California's news leader.
When Apple unveils its new iPhone in 3 days, it's widely expected to come with one very significant change. Industry watchers expect Apple to drop its Lightning charger in favor of a USB-C charger in its iPhone 15. That move would put Apple in line with rivals. The European Union earlier voted to approve legislation requiring smartphones, tablets, and other devices to support USB-C charging systems by next year. Apple always keeps their product announcements a secret. We will find out what else the company might reveal on Tuesday.
All right.
Okay.
I'm still going to stick with my iPhone 12, so we're good.
I won't tell you what version this button-facing iPhone is.
9. All right.
Probably older than that.
Well, Eyewitness News Late Edition starts right now.
Live from ABC7, this is Eyewitness News.
President Biden and other world leaders are in India for the annual G20 summit. The group discussing many things, but falling short of condemning Russia's war on Ukraine. Good evening. I'm Jory Rand.
I'm Michelle Fisher. This is the late edition of Eyewitness News on ABC7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. The Russian war was a touchy topic for many countries, many world leaders limiting what they had to say about the situation.
But the group did announce major plans, including a rail and shipping project linking major regions. ABC's Lama Hassan has more on the summit.
At the G20 summit in New Delhi this weekend, the African Union, a 55-member bloc of African nations, was made a permanent member. Leaders also outlined plans to build a rail and shipping corridor linking India with the Middle East and Europe.
And this is a very important project from Asia through Middle East to Europe to offer big opportunities and connect people.
President Biden calling it a big deal, saying it is a game-changing regional investment.
It's a project that's about far from just laying tracks. It's about creating jobs, increasing trade, strengthening supply chains, boosting connectivity, laying foundations that will strengthen commerce and food security for people across multiple countries.
The president hopes to boost global support for Ukraine, but there's disagreement among the G20 leaders about how to call out Russia for its invasion. The wording on the issue was limited to a call to avoid seizing territory by force or the use of nuclear weapons. Notably absent this year, Russia's Vladimir Putin and China's Xi Jinping. The U.S. is watching for a potential trip to Russia by North Korean President Kim Jong-un. The White House says Putin wants weapons from North Korea for its war.
It's another indication of how desperate Mr. Putin is. Should North Korea decide to go ahead and consummate this arms deal? Again, we haven't seen them do that yet. But if they move ahead, there will be additional repercussions for North Korea.
Meanwhile, after meeting on the sidelines of the summit, the leaders of India, Brazil, and South Africa, along with President Biden, released a statement reaffirming their commitment to the G20 as the premier forum to deliver solutions for our shared world. Lama Hassan, ABC News, London.
A caravan from the U.S. carrying 20 people was attacked by a group of armed men across the border with Mexico, leaving 3 of them injured. It happened in the city of Miguel Alman, about 125 miles southeast of Nuevo Laredo. There have been some conflicting reports, but according to Mexico's National Institution of Migration, the caravan had 16 Mexicans and 4 Americans traveling in 4 vehicles. All of the injured are Mexican. None of the Americans were injured. The wounded individuals arrived in Mexico ambulances about 4:30 this morning at the port of entry in Roma, Texas. All were transported to local hospitals for treatment.
Some troubling new details emerging about the latest bus of asylum seekers that arrived in Los Angeles from Texas. It arrived at Union Station this morning in downtown LA, and according to the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights, many of those on board say they were given little to no food for 25 hours. The group was made up of 46 people that included 12 families and 15 children. This is the 13th bus Texas Governor Greg Abbott has sent to Los Angeles since June, and according to city officials, LA has now welcomed nearly 500 migrants from Texas.
Mothers in mourning are taking a stand against gun violence. This morning in Watts, hundreds of people participated in the woman-led event, the group gathering for a rally and prayer as they embarked on a march. It was led by a hearse symbolizing the loss of their children to gun violence. Organizers say they want to give a platform to women whose lives have been impacted.
We're here to stand and send a message that enough is enough, and we're tired. We're tired of burying our children. It's not fair to the mothers, and it's not fair to us. It's not fair to our families. It's not fair to the community. When you come together in unity, it's a help. It lets you know that you're not by yourself and that someone else is standing with you.
Various local leaders and organizations also took part in today's event.
Coming up next, the local bar honoring Jimmy Buffett tonight.
And one local city is celebrating dogs. We'll take you to today's Days of the Dog Festival.
We're seeing some spotty showers and thunderstorms across Southern California today. That could continue tomorrow. We'll let you know what to expect for your Sunday, and then some cooler temperatures the rest of this week. That's all coming up.
Wake up with Eyewitness News and
Good Morning America.
No way these weekend warriors are going to climb that hill. Don't judge them by their zip code. Judge them by their Quattro.
Water. All of life depends on it. So for the love of water, let's use it wisely. Find ways to conserve at saveourwater.com.
Nella. Nella, meet my new assistant, Hazel May McCall. Hi.
Sometimes you just have to be the person they want you to be.
Did you come to my apartment last night?
What the?
I've known there's something terribly wrong.
Summer may be ending, but things are heating up at Living Spaces, where we're celebrating incredible deals during our Labor Day event. Shop over 200 living rooms with sofas starting at $350, over 100 bedrooms with queen beds starting at $150, and over 100 dining rooms with dining sets starting at $250. Plus, pay no interest for 24 months on select purchases with your good credit, and get free shipping as soon as next day. Save big during the Labor Day event, only at Living Spaces.
Living Spaces.
from your street to your screen.
We've already seen some areas reported over 4 inches of rain.
When news is breaking,
heaviest hourly rainfall on record.
ABC7 is there, on the ground, in the sky.
A flash flood.
And streaming 24/7.
Our studio is shaking right now.
When news breaks in your neighborhood.
The quake we just felt was a magnitude 5.0.
Count on ABC7 Eyewitness News, Southern California's news leader.
No way these weekend warriors are going to climb that hill. Don't judge them by their zip code. Judge them by their Quattro.
You guys, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Jimmy Buffett fans celebrating the late singer tonight at this gathering in North Hollywood. The LA chapter of the Parrot Heads Club got together for drinks at the Kantiki Bar to remember Buffett, who died last week at the age of 76. His fans say they were impressed, of course, by his music, but what impressed them most was his long involvement in charitable causes.
Everybody thinks that this is about Jimmy Buffett. It's really not. Everything is about giving back to the community. Everything that we do, everything that we put out there is about bringing back to the community.
The Parrot Heads say their monthly gatherings revolve around various charity events, including food drives and cleaning the LA riverbed.
Talk about the dog days of summer. The first day of the Dog Festival got underway today in Santa Monica. The event offered fun, shopping, and entertainment for all members of the family, particularly the four-legged ones. A pool party running of the bulldog races, doggy brunch with a chef, also surfing, photo taking, just a few of the doggy activities offered. More than 70 pet vendors were also there, featuring their products, and of course, adoptable puppies looking for a loving forever home.
Did you catch that? It said Dogue, like Vogue. The Dogue picture backdrop.
It was a doggone good time out there, though, yeah. I can tell you that.
Nice little photo spot. Okay. Brianna Ruffalo joining us tonight for Alex Cheney. And do we see some precipitation going on tonight?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's pretty spotty out there. We haven't seen a whole lot of it, but you can start to see it moving off the coast and getting a little closer to getting to Santa Barbara. And then as we look at the live mega Doppler 7000 HD, you can see that not a whole lot's happening, but there's definitely some moisture out there, and it's getting a little closer off the coast and heading up towards Santa Santa Barbara. Oceanside, I'll put it on pause for you so you can see some spotty showers there as well. We're just not seeing a whole lot of it. We're not going to see a lot in terms of rain. However, there's a chance that we could see some sprinkles tomorrow, some light spotty rain. But we could also see a thunderstorm, and with the thunderstorms, we could either see dry lightning or we could get a brief heavy downpour too. So it's really going to be dependent upon where you are tomorrow and what we see happen with this. And it's all because of what was a Hurricane Jova off the coast of Mexico. Now is downgraded to just a tropical storm, but it's moving away from us. We're just still getting some of the impacts and some of that moisture from it. So we have this huge batch of clouds that's going to be pretty much just hanging over Southern California all day tomorrow. So it's going to be cloudy. It is going to be muggy, but it's going to help drop those temperatures compared to what they would have been without that cloud coverage. But with the humidity, I just don't know if you're going to be feeling much relief out there. So aside from that, we have a high surf advisory in place. It brought a pretty large swell here to Southern California. That's going to be in place through at least tomorrow night. So still got some pretty big waves for tomorrow and strong rip currents. Be safe if you are headed to the beach. With the risk of a thunderstorm out there, though, I would just say it's probably not the best day to head out to the ocean. Excessive heat warning is still in place for the low desert through tomorrow night as well. Temperatures out there, they are warm tonight. So we saw quite a bit of heat today. Some areas got up to about 100 degrees. With all this cloud coverage, it's trapping that heat. And so our overnight lows tonight are going to be very warm. Heading into tomorrow morning, it's going to be warm and muggy as you're stepping out the door. There's just no question about it. So we're not really going to see temperatures get too cool for most places. 80 in Ontario right now in Riverside. It's about 79 in Fullerton. A nice 74 in Covina and Pasadena, but still have some low 80s in Burbank and Van Nuys. So, and Malibu, even 83 degrees right now. We have this ridge of high pressure in place too, and that's keeping those temperatures pretty hot and bringing a little bit of a warm up this weekend. So as we get into this week, though, we're going to have a nice trough that's going to move on in, and it's really going to drop these temperatures. So we just have a couple days to get through some very warm weather. As we take you into 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, you see a lot of clouds out there, so not seeing much sunshine at all tomorrow. They're going to be high clouds, though, as we head into closer to lunchtime. You see a little bit of moisture out there, so not a lot's popping up on the models, but this has happened before with certain storms like this too, where we just don't see much happening at all, and we'll still see some spotty showers. We could still see some thunderstorms, so just know we could still see it out there, but I just wanted to show you on the models, we're not seeing a whole lot. So we'll see what happens as we get into the day tomorrow. We'll keep you updated, especially in the morning. Looking at about 3 p.m. on your Sunday. Still cloudy, some spotty showers possible, and then heading into your Monday, the clouds will be decreasing a bit, but still partly sunny. Los Angeles and Orange County. Finally, we'll have some much cooler temperatures as we get into Wednesday, Thursday. All continue to drop off down to some mid to upper 70s, but we will have a pretty deep marine layer, and that's going to bring most of us a pretty cloudy start to the days this week, and then we'll have some afternoon sunshine. Valleys and Inland Empire, mid-90s tomorrow, Monday, lower on Tuesday, and then as we head into Wednesday, we're going to be back to below average in the 80s. The beaches, 79 tomorrow, but 75 Monday, upper 60s as we head into your Thursday. Mountains, 30% chance of showers or thunderstorms tomorrow. Drops down to 10% Monday. Not much left over on Tuesday, but minimal, 5%. High desert, 30% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow. We get down to some upper 80s on Wednesday. A few more days of some very warm temperatures, and then we will all see some relief. I will send it back to you guys.
Okay. Thank you, Brianna. Coming up next in sports, the Rams begin their season in Seattle tomorrow, but one big name won't be taking the field.
And Beltway Blues see how the Dodgers' longest day ended in a dud. Highlights next.
Quesadillas, only at El Pollo Loco.
I'm 69 years old.
I'm 75 years old.
I'm 60.
And I want to be in love again.
We're still fun. We have a lot of zest for life.
Age is just a number and not a limitation.
I was married for 25 years.
I have 2 granddaughters,
3 grandkids.
Now it's my time. The last chapter. The best chapter.
Do you believe in life after
love? Water. All of life depends on it. So for the love of water, let's treat each drop with care. Rain or shine. For the love of water, California, it's going to take all of us to preserve all of this. Find ways to conserve at saveourwater.com.
Labor Day is one of the biggest furniture shopping weekends of the year. And Jerome's is home to the biggest Labor Day event ever.
Right now, our Brooks manual reclining sofa is only $9.99 and get the love seat free. Our Camino 4-piece bedroom set, queen bed, dresser, mirror, and nightstand only $9.98. Plus your choice. We pay your sales tax or get 60 months no interest. Spin to win. Everyone's a winner.
The best Labor Day event ever is going on now at Jerome's.
It's a new spin on Dancing with the Stars. Coming this fall to ABC, Disney Plus, and Hulu.
The new summer family meal, starting at $24, only at El Pollo Loco.
Just hours before the start of their football season, the Rams placed star wide receiver Cooper Kupp on injured reserve with an injured hamstring. He'll now miss at least the first 4 weeks of the season. That's bad news, especially given what the Rams offense did without him last year. With more from Seattle, here's Kurt Sandoval.
And welcome to Seattle, where Cooper Kupp and the Rams have arrived here. Although, of course, Cooper Kupp will not be playing tomorrow or the next 4 games. That being said, Aaron Donald will be playing tomorrow. He's quite healthy, as is Matthew Stafford. And number 99 is quite motivated. He never played against the Seahawks last year due to his ankle injury, and he really wants to prove some of those critics wrong.
You know, ain't no pressure at all. You know, you obviously, past couple years have been praised so high, you know, now, you know, everybody against you kind of thing. You know, you hear it, but me personally, kind of trying to feed off it a little bit because we all need something to try to push us a little bit, you know, so.
The first 5 games on the Rams schedule on paper, brutal, but Sean McVay is 16-4 in the month of September. Let's see if he can stay hot in the Great Northwest. Kurt Sandoval, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Curtis, thank you. Dodgers in our nation's capital. Rain delayed today's game for 4 hours. When they got going, Dodgers were 2 outs away from losing to the last place Nats when Colton Wong lines a base hit to right. In comes the tying run. We head to extras, tied at 5. Both teams scratched across the run of the 10th, so into the 11th. After well over 8 hours at the ballpark with 2 runners on, Gus Varland's wild pitch brings in the game-winning run. Washington wins it with a walk-off wild pitch. Nats win the marathon 7-6. Finally, the Angels might be 11 games under 500. They pulled the cord on this season long ago, but they went deep often against Cleveland tonight. Logan O'Hoppy's 2-run shot in the first makes it 2-1. In the third, Brett Phillips connects for his first home run of the season. It's 3-2. Matt Thaiss patting the lead in the fourth. His 9th of the year heads to right center. And ahead to the 8th, how about we do it again? Randall Grichuk orders out. Angels beat the Guardians 6-2, and that's sports.
All right, Jory, thanks. We'll be right back.
Join ABC 7 to celebrate Mexican culture and legacy with Danny Romero and Giovanna Latta live from East LA. The Mexican Independence Day Parade, tomorrow at 10 on ABC 7.
We're back with another SCE safety quiz. What number should you call before digging?
It's 811.
Correct. Underground power lines can be anywhere, and digging near them is dangerous. We all win when we stay safe.
It may not sound like it, but this is actually progress at 225 miles per hour. Shell Renewable Race Fuel, reducing emissions by 60% in all NTT IndyCar Series races. We're moving forward with IndyCar because we're moving forward with everybody. Shell, powering progress.
Did you ever notice how everyone seems to look down on plumbers? Maybe it's because it's a dirty job, or all the plumbers crack stereotypes. But I want you to know, our family of Service Champions plumbers puts all those stereotypes to rest. They show up on time, courteous, and clean. And most of all, they treat you with respect. So if you've got a clogged drain, leaky faucet, or broken water heater, don't just call a plumber, call a Service Champions plumber.
Service Champions Plumbing, heating, AC, and good deeds for free.
With Eyewitness News and
Good Morning America.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors. Or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. Or get 0.9% APR on 2023 2.7-liter turbo high-output engine Sierra light-duty elevation models. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get over $5,200 total value and no monthly payments until 2024.
SCE Safety Quiz time. Who should you call before trimming trees around power lines?
Southern California Edison.
Correct! Never attempt to hire anyone to trim or remove trees around power lines. Call SCE first so they can advise you. We all win when we stay safe.
Hulu Plus Live TV, your place to watch live TV.
like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to get breaking news and weather updates from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
LA City leaders and Metro hosted a dedication ceremony today for the Little Tokyo Arts District station. The ceremony included a number of traditional rituals. The new Metro station opened in June and was built as part of the Regional Connector project. Metro says it has seen ridership increase in just the first month of operation. The new line connects riders to Little Tokyo's vibrant neighborhoods and cultural institutions.
Memphis Grizzlies forward and Lancaster native Zaire Williams giving back to his community today, teaching boys and girls basketball fundamentals, helping them improve their skills at East Side High School in Lancaster. Williams partnered with a group that teaches kids to be good teammates and to live a good, healthy lifestyle.
This is everything I'm proud of. You know, everything I do is for Lancaster and the whole Antelope Valley. I just try my best to just give the kids just a fun place to, you know, play. And my message to all the kids today is just to have fun. The amount of work you put into it, you'll always get that back. That's the message I'm trying to give the kids today, is just always believe in yourself.
Williams is getting ready for his third season in the NBA. Last year, he averaged 6 points and 2 rebounds in 37 games with the Grizzlies.
All right, I know those kids had so much fun out there today. Well, that is it for the late edition of Eyewitness News. 911 is up next.
Eyewitness News returns bright and early tomorrow at 5 a.m.
And you can now stream ABC7 Los Angeles 24 hours a day. Find us online on your phone and your TV streaming device. All you have to do is search ABC7 Los Angeles.
Good night.
When the facts matter, and the facts do matter, no one gives you more straightforward news than ABC7.
The most watched, the most trusted, the most available on any device.
Wherever you want it, whenever you want it. Eyewitness News, Southern California's news leader.